Hello everybody, my name is Cecilia and I'm currently part of the International Talent Program of Intesa San Paolo, which is an elite program that has 4 job rotations and one of them is abroad, which has objective to make you understand and learn all the skills and competencies that a big bank such as Intesa San Paolo need, which is the first bank in Italy. And I am one of the 14 guys to be chosen out of 800 candidates to be part of this program. But how do I get there? So why did they select me? Because of the soft skills which I've learned during my LUIS experience academically and the following international experiences. I can say the 3 main soft skills I learned: collaboration, courage, and planning. In fact, I think that every school can teach you a subject, but not all of them can teach you how to work with that subject. And this is what LUIS, I think, that taught me at the end of the story. But how everything began. So I did my bachelor degree in international management in economics and business in 2011. And then after 2 years I've graduated and I applied for the double degree in international management with LUIS in partnership with Bocconi University and Fudan University. So I spent the whole year in Shanghai and then I came back to LUIS. I can say to you many things about China, that it's different, that it's funny. Shanghai is a huge city that I really advise you to go, that I work with different cultures, etc., etc. But my message for you is that I've learned the ability to collaborate with people. In fact, what I've done, it was to put in practice and apply all the, let's say, all what I've learned in the books in LUIS and I applied in the real life. In the sense that we were divided in teams and the professors gave us objective, for example, to launch a product. And how do you do this? By collaborating with people, by understanding which are the skills that you need for that project, by avoiding prejudice, by understanding that we have to work together in order to reach that objectives, because no one alone goes nowhere. So after this year where I learned collaboration, I came back to Italy, I did my exams, and then I had 6 months of spare time between the last exam that I did and the graduation. So I decided to apply for an internship. I went to the career service of LUIS and I found an internship for a consulting company in India. This consulting company, Giannini and Associate, has of course the objective to support foreign companies to establish their roots in India or that already have their subsidiaries there. So I passed the selection and at 23 years old, I took an airplane. I arrived in Pune, which no one knows, but actually it's very important because it's the manufacturing center of India. So just to give you an example, many of the Italian companies produce there. You have Fiat, you have Piaggio, you have Ferrero. So I came there, I arrived and I said, okay, what I'm doing here? I was in a different completely environment. I took 2 hours to reach the office because of the traffic, because the noises and everything. I arrived there and my ex-boss, Giannini, told me, listen Cecilia, I have an objective. I want to become the main reference point of Indo-Italian relations. I want you to create the Italian market, I want you to find new clients, and I want to become the main reference point. So I said, okay, what can I do? So I start to plan. I start to understand how to reach that objective. So I studied the competition. I understand what the other consulting companies were supporting Italian companies. I contact the Italian institutions that were doing that kind of job. For example, the Italian Embassy, the Indian Embassy, the Indo-Italian Chamber of Commerce. I contact legal offices, charter accountants in Italy in order to make them understand that India was growing and that the Italian companies could have flourished there. So let me say that after 2 years that I spent in India, now my ex-boss Giannini is the president of the Indo-Italian Chamber of Commerce. So I can say that the objective was reached through planning, courage, because when I arrived in India, I really need to find the courage that was inside me in order to live in a good way the activities over there. And then the collaboration, because without the collaboration with the Indian team, with UDN and with the partners that we had in Italy, we could have not reached that objective. Then after 2 years, for personal reasons, not professional ones, I decided to came back to Italy and to remain there, to change my life, to change job. So I left everything beyond because I understand that, and I want you to understand that in life priorities are different and there is not only work, so you really need to adaptate and to change your life when you understand that your needs have changed. So I contacted again Luis after 3 years, the career service, and they advised me to apply for the International Talent Program of Intesa San Paolo. But I didn't have any banking skills. I didn't know nothing about banks. So I say, okay, let me try, let me understand how can I be chosen. So I studied, I did a synthesis of all my experiences, and I put all the trees of skills, so collaboration, courage, and planning. I made a synthesis of them in order to represent myself in the best way possible. And out of the 100 candidates, I'm one of the 14 guys that now is working in the bank. I'm actually doing, for example, to make you understand, the real estate, which is structured finance for real estate. So something completely different. So from what I was doing in consulting. Insomma, to summarize, Luis gave me the possibility to understand and the importance of soft skills. It was a real accelerator of my professional and personal growth. So, thank you very much, bye bye, and I hope to see you soon.